When the movie starts, Martin is shown, who lives alone on the mountain. But due to the coming of winters, other people living on the mountain have gone to live in a less cold village. Martin's job is to kill the wolf and sell his skin. That was his job. In winter, Martin collects many wolf skins. Now he goes to a village to sell them, where he sells all the skins to a customer in a bar. The bartender has become a good friend of Martin. He asks Martin to marry some girl so that his loneliness can go away. But Martin says that living on the mountain would be too difficult for any girl. Girls are also very difficult to control, so all this is not possible. After this, Martin goes to a girl here in the village and starts getting intimate with her. Actually, the name of this girl is Pasquala. Whenever Martin comes to this village to sell wolf skins, so he gets intimate with her. Now after going to the mountain, Martin thinks about bartender's suggestion. After this, he decides and comes back to the village and talks to Pasquala's father, Marshall. Martin asks them to give him some money and the wolf skin in exchange for Pasquala, so Marshall sells his daughter to him. Martin now takes Pasquala to his home. There Pasquala helps Martin with his work, and at night she loves him intimately like a wife. Some days pass like this, then one day Pasquala tells that she is pregnant. Martin is very happy to hear this, and he makes a cradle for the child. Then one day Martin returns home from a wolf hunt, so finds Pasquala down on the ground. Due to being very weak, she now falls ill, so Martin starts taking good care of her along with his work. But due to very bad health, one day both the child and the mother die while giving birth to the child. Seeing this, Martin feels very bad and the cradle of the child which he had made. He also breaks it in anger. After this, he ties the dead bodies of both and takes them to the marshal, and asks them why did he do this. Because Pasquala was already sick and pregnant before marriage. Marshall says that if his daughter had given birth to a child before marriage, she would have been insulted in the village and people would have said different things. To avoid this, he had sold her. Martin starts demanding his money back for his cheating. But now Marshall had no money, so Martin says that he will come back after a few months to collect his money. After this, he starts collecting skin by hunting wolf in winter. And when the time comes to collect the money, Martin goes to Marshall to collect the money. But Marshall refuses to give the money and asks him to marry his second daughter, Adela. Martin checks Adela over thoroughly, so she suits him. After this, they are married. Marshall says to his daughter that she is now Martin's wife. If he tried to run away, he would come to the village and kill them all. Marshall also gives him some leaves of the poison plant, so that when her living with Martin becomes painful, so she can be free by giving her life by eating those leaves. After this, Martin starts going to the mountain with Adela. Due to the long route, Adela has a lot of difficulty, so Martin takes care of her. On reaching the mountain, Adela also starts helping Martin in the work. After working during the day, Martin becomes intimate with her at night. Adela was not ready for this, but Martin still gets intimate forcefully. Some days pass like this, then one day Martin starts going to the village again. Adela says that she should tell her mother that she is fine. Those people should not worry about her. Martin goes to the village, so Adela is very scared while sleeping at night. The next day, she sees the graves of Pasquala and her child in a nearby cemetery. Adela did not know about the child, that's why he feels very bad. Then the next day, Martin returns from the village, so Adela starts asking him about the child. Martin tells his sister was already pregnant and ill. His father hid this thing, and that sick was sent here. That's why he died in a few days. But Adela could not believe after hearing all this. She thinks that Martin must have done something wrong, due to which his sister and child died. After this, Adela starts hating Martin. But after a few days, she comes to know that she is pregnant. But this does not make Adela happy at all. Martin learns about this, so he starts making the cradle again for the child. But Adela doesn't want to be with Martin anymore. That's why she starts mixing the leaves of the poison plant with tea leaves and giving it to Martin. Because of this, Martin's health slowly starts deteriorating. He becomes very ill. One day when he had gone for hunting, so Adela takes the opportunity and starts running away from here. But Martin had laid traps everywhere for the wolf, so Adela's leg gets caught in it. When Martin comes back in the evening, he does not find Adela and starts looking for her. So at one place she finds him lying unconscious. After this, he takes good care of Adela, but he understood that she did not want to be with him. That's why one day it says that winter is about to come. If she wants to go to the village, she can go. Then the next day when Martin wakes up, Adela is gone. He starts making tea for himself, so seeing the tea leaf, he has some doubts. He comes to know after checking, Adela cheated on him. Because of that, he had become very ill, so he frees even the goats he reared. Because now he was tired of this life. He didn't want to live anymore. After this, Martin dies in the same winter. Martin did not know how to talk sweetly and love well. Adela misunderstood him, had done very bad things to him. And the movie ends at this sad point. If you like the video, then subscribe the channel. Thanks and bye.